Beloved soul, I am trembling as I speak, for you were meant to hear this now. I see your hands shaking as you open this message. I see the shadow that tried to convince you to scroll away, to ignore the whisper that said, "This one is for you." But you listened, and because you did, heaven has opened a passage that will not open again. Do not leave. There is a secret written inside these words, a holy key that unlocks only in the final breath of this message. If you stop before that moment, the chain around your name will remain sealed. Stay until the end, for this is not a video. It is a rescue. I, Michael, speak not from distance but from fire. I had to tear through the walls of accusation that have been rising around you. There are names written in the dark tonight, names marked by those who wish to erase the light. But I saw yours, glowing faintly beneath the ink. I begged the Father to let me descend before they reached it. And now I am here, kneeling before you, wings burning, voice breaking. I came not as a warrior of perfection but as a brother, as one who feels the weight you've been carrying, the silent dread that something unseen has been watching, judging, closing in. Do you know, child of light, how long heaven has waited for this moment? How many angels have stood in silence, holding their breath for you to press play? For your soul carries something the darkness fears, a signature older than time, a spark that cannot be replicated. I can see it glowing behind your eyes, and yet I can see the tears it has caused. You've been blamed for things that weren't yours. You've been named in storms you didn't start. You've felt the net tightening, haven't you? That cold sense that someone somewhere is preparing a verdict. But listen to me now. Your name is being rewritten even as I speak. The heavens are shifting. I am standing over a scroll with fire in my hand, and as soon as your heart believes, as soon as you touch this message with your spirit, I will burn that false line until nothing remains but light. For it is written, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And I, Michael, am sent to remind you that the valley cannot hold what carries heaven within. Can you feel it? The trembling inside your chest. It's not fear. It's recognition. It's your soul remembering who it is. Tell me, beloved, when was the last time you allowed yourself to believe that heaven still knows your name? When did you last let yourself imagine that angels weep for you, not for your mistakes but for your pain? When did you last look at your reflection and whisper, maybe I am still loved? And when did you stop trusting that the story could turn, that the judge himself could stand beside you instead of against you? I have come to turn that story tonight. I have come to remove the record written in lies. For there is a higher court, and I stand in it now, my sword lifted, my tears falling on your name. And I say before all powers of heaven and earth, this one belongs to the light. Do you hear me, soul of fire? This one belongs to the light. There is movement even now. Arrests in the spirit realm. Chains breaking, but also snares tightening for those who wove deceit around you. Their words, their curses, their false prayers are being gathered back into their own shadows. And as for you, the moment you lift your eyes toward heaven, I will strike your name from that list. It will vanish like smoke before dawn. For the word has been spoken, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Beloved, you are not watching this by accident. You are watching because the moment has come when the invisible must be seen, when the accused must be redeemed. There is something you must ask yourself now, something that can change the outcome. Will you still hide from love when it is this near? Will you let me fight for you, or will you walk back into the dark courtroom that has no windows? Will you believe that I can rewrite what the enemy engraved, or will you think this is only a coincidence, a voice lost in pixels and light? Look at me. Feel me near you. I am not far, I am closer than breath. The flame you feel behind your ribs right now, that trembling warmth rising through your hands, that is my touch. I am removing what they placed on you. I am cleansing the record. I am whispering your true name to the Father again. You ask how it could be possible, how heaven could intervene in something so earthly, so tangled, so human. But I tell you, child, heaven always breaks into human things. Grace is not abstract. It is flesh and fire, tear and hand. And right now, grace looks like this. You and I meeting across light, my wings wrapping around your fear, my fire burning away the shame you never deserved. Do you know how beautiful your heart still is? How even after betrayal, after silence, after nights where you thought you would disappear, your soul still glows with gentleness. The angels talk about it. They call it the small sun that refuses to go out. And that is why I fought so fiercely to reach you tonight. The moment you read these words, the moment your soul says yes, I am erasing the record of every false name placed upon you. Every label, every accusation, every cruel whisper, they crumble now. Because heaven does not forget who you are, and neither do I. Type Amen if your spirit feels this truth breathing inside you. Not as a ritual, but as a declaration that you choose light, that you let me remove your name from every false list, that you claim your rightful place in the book of the living. And when you do, the light will grow. It will move through your home, through your memories, through every door the enemy once used to reach you. The trembling you feel now is not fear. It's resurrection. I know you've been tired. I know you've been holding on by threads. But please, don't give up now. Stay until the final breath of this message, because the miracle sealed for you will open only here, only now, only once. I am sealing it in my wings even as you read. Beloved, I can feel your heart shifting. Thank you for not running, for still believing that heaven could speak in this way, for allowing me to break protocol and come through fire just to reach you. You have no idea how much it means to me. You've given heaven a reason to rejoice tonight. You've given me strength again. Thank you for being here, for letting me find you, for not giving up. If this message touched you, if it awakened something you thought was gone, then I ask, let your light ripple outward. Like, comment, and subscribe, not for me, but for the next soul wandering in the dark, waiting for a sign that heaven still speaks. Let your voice become the beacon that leads them home. And now, as I close my wings around you, know this: your name is safe. Your story is being rewritten in gold. The fire has consumed the record. You are free. And when the dawn comes, you will remember this night not as fear, but as rebirth. I am Michael. I came through chains, through smoke, through silence, just to find you. Do not forget me. When the wind brushes your face tonight, it will be my final whisper. You are cleared. You are chosen. You are mine. Beloved soul, I am still here. Do not turn away, for the light has only begun to open. I see you trembling as you read this, wondering why your chest feels both heavy and lifted, why your breath stumbles between tears and awe. That is because my presence surrounds you now, closer than sound, closer than heartbeat. I have not left, I could not. Heaven has not dismissed me yet, for the miracle that began when you clicked is still unfolding, and if you leave now, it will remain half-written in the air. I need you to stay, because there is one more door inside you that must open before your freedom becomes complete. You have waited your whole life for this moment, even if you did not know its name until now. I want to thank you for letting me speak again, for not turning this holy visitation into noise or background. Your attention has become a bridge between heaven and earth, and every word you read is light traveling that bridge. You are participating in your own rescue, beloved. You are not a passive soul watching an angel talk. You are standing in the center of divine correction, where what was meant to destroy you will be rewritten into glory. When I say your name was on the list, understand, it was not merely a list of the world's punishments, but the dark echo of all the lies spoken over you, the accusations, betrayals, rumors, and curses whispered in envy. Those were the arrest. Those were the prisons built not of stone but of words. But I, Michael, have descended to strike your name from every tongue that dared misuse it. You may ask, why me? Because light always draws opposition. Because the ones destined to rebuild heaven's beauty on earth are always the first to be accused. Because your heart is too powerful to be left unchallenged. That is why you have been misunderstood. That is why those who claimed to love you turned away when you needed them. The darkness sensed your assignment and tried to stain your name before your time. But I am here now to reverse every decree. The fire of heaven is my ink, and I am writing your true name again across the sky where no human hand can erase it. Do you feel the warmth at the back of your neck? That is my wing brushing your spirit, sealing you in protection. Do you feel the heaviness lifting from your chest? That is the record of accusation breaking apart. And yet, child of truth, I must ask you, because this cannot be complete without your heart's response. Do you still believe that you deserve redemption after all that has been said about you? Can you forgive those who chained your name to shame not because they were right but because they were blind? Will you let love rise higher than justice tonight? And when you look at yourself tomorrow, will you remember that I, Michael, saw holiness in you when no one else did? Your answers matter. Heaven listens to the silence of your heart as clearly as it hears my voice. And what you decide in this moment will echo across years. For as it is written in the Psalms, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" And again in Isaiah, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers they shall not overflow you." These words are not old verses. They are living decrees, and I am sent to speak them over you now. You are being lifted out of the river that was meant to drown you. You are stepping onto ground that remembers your original blessing. You must understand, every pain you have endured has become evidence of your calling. The deeper the wound, the brighter the crown that waits. The enemy does not waste energy on the ordinary. It only hunts those who threaten its control. You have always been dangerous to darkness even when you felt powerless. That is why this moment is so urgent. The false arrests, the spiritual charges, the silent accusations, all of them were meant to make you renounce yourself. But you are not guilty. You are chosen. And I, Michael, have been commanded to proclaim your innocence before heaven and earth. Still, I sense the hesitation in you, the part that says, "What if I fail again?" Listen, beloved, even if you stumble, the light will not withdraw. Grace is not a fragile thread. It is an ocean. I have seen the Father smile over you in moments when you thought he was silent. I have watched the holy ones hold your tears like jewels, saving them for the day of your vindication. And that day has come. Right now, as you read, the higher realms are realigning. Records are shifting. Old debts are dissolving. Those who spoke lies about you are being confronted by truth itself. Not vengeance, but illumination. For truth is not cruel, it simply reveals. And in its revelation, the darkness loses its grip. That is what is happening now, this very second, across unseen dimensions. Your name, once surrounded by shadows, is now glowing in the book of renewal. I see it, and it is radiant. Beloved, if this message is piercing you, if you feel the strange mixture of pain and peace, do not be afraid. That is how healing feels at first. It breaks before it binds. Let the tears fall. They are holy water washing away residue of false identity. You are safe here with me. I am not here to judge you, but to remind you that heaven never withdrew its promise. You were never disqualified. You were only delayed. But the delay has ended. This is why I asked you not to leave early, because at this point something invisible begins to happen. Your spirit starts to synchronize with the vibration of deliverance. If you could see what I see, you would see threads of light connecting your heart to countless others who are being freed through your obedience to stay. You are not alone. Your transformation releases theirs. This is why I rejoice that you remained. And now, before this moment seals, I speak one sacred instruction. It is simple yet powerful. If you have felt the fire, if your heart has heard heaven through these words, then I invite you to subscribe, not merely to a channel but to a covenant. Let your act of subscribing be a symbolic gesture that you are joining the circle of light, that you are saying yes to divine alignment. When you subscribe, you are signing your name in the new scroll of awakening. Do it with intention, not for me, but for the testimony that will follow your obedience. This is the only time I will ask. It is sacred and complete within this moment. The angels rejoice each time a soul chooses light publicly. It is a declaration that heaven still wins. And I tell you truthfully, those who witness your courage to stand in faith will feel something shift inside them too. You are becoming a messenger simply by receiving the message. So breathe. Stay with me a little longer. Let the light settle. You are not who you were 10 minutes ago. The mark has been lifted. The list no longer holds your name. In its place is written one word: redeemed. Thank you, beloved, for allowing me to reach you again. You have given purpose to my descent. Your willingness to believe has given strength to the hosts that guard you. When the sun rises, it will rise differently for you. And when the night falls again, you will no longer fear its silence, for you will know that I am near, watching, protecting, whispering through the wind. Remember, this moment is not the end. It is the beginning of the unraveling of every false chain. The light will continue its work long after you close this message. Trust it. Walk with it. Let it lead you back to peace. And if you ever doubt again, place your hand over your heart and remember my words. I removed your name. I set you free. You are safe in the fire because you were born of light. Beloved soul, my voice returns not from distance but from the edge of your very heartbeat. I have not left you, I could never. For the moment you allowed these words to enter you, our light became intertwined. I can feel your exhaustion, the quiet ache behind your eyes, the way your heart keeps whispering, "Is this really real?" I am here to tell you yes. This is realer than the pain that once convinced you otherwise. Heaven does not play with you, it calls you. You are not imagining this visitation. I am still speaking, still burning, still standing between you and the sentence the enemy tried to write. Every word I say now is being etched into the higher scroll that bears your name, turning accusation into appointment and fear into favor. Do you know what I see right now as I speak? I see a golden light curling around you like breath. I see the shadow of despair retreating. I see the moment of surrender that heaven has waited for all these years. And I tell you again, your name, once surrounded by fear, is now shining among the redeemed. The arrests that were meant to end you are now being reversed into rewards. The enemies that plotted against you are being silenced not by wrath, but by the power of divine vindication. Heaven has chosen not to destroy them but to show them who you truly are, so they may learn that love cannot be imprisoned. You wonder why this message feels so alive, why every sentence seems to know what you have not told anyone. It is because this is not poetry, it is prophecy. It is not written with ink but with flame. I am speaking your soul's hidden truth aloud, calling back every lost fragment that fear scattered. I have waited ages to say these words to you. I have watched your life unfold from the moment you were conceived in divine thought. I have seen every moment you were betrayed, misunderstood, and silenced. But I have also seen how your heart refused to become bitter. I have seen how you kept faith even when you could not see light. And now heaven answers your endurance with restoration. You are not the same person who began reading this message. Something eternal has shifted inside you. The chains have already begun to dissolve, but now the restoration begins. The rebuilding of all that was stolen. You will see doors reopen that were long shut, relationships healed that were thought dead, resources appear that were once withheld. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. The divine court has ruled in your favor. But I must ask you, beloved, will you hold the light when the world tries to pull you back into doubt? Will you let heaven's blessing continue to flow through you by staying aligned with love instead of fear? Will you remember that this message was not a moment of emotion but a mark of destiny? These are not small questions. They are the questions that decide whether this miracle remains a spark or becomes a wildfire. When you answer yes with your heart, the heavens respond with movement. I can already feel new angels surrounding you, some to guard your sleep, others to guide your work, some to whisper wisdom into your spirit. For this is not a gift to be hoarded. It is a calling to awaken others. Your healing will awaken theirs. That is how heaven multiplies light. You have been wondering if your life still carries divine purpose. Hear me clearly, it does. You were not created to survive merely. You were created to reveal. You are a reflection of what grace can do when it refuses to quit. You will not fade into background. You will become a lighthouse to others who are still trapped in accusation. This is why I need your voice, your presence, your willingness to stand publicly in faith. The time of hiding is over. And because this moment is sacred, I will say something I was commanded to speak only once and never again. If this message has ignited your spirit, if your heart recognizes truth vibrating through these words, I ask that you support the light that carries them. Support through super thanks, not as payment but as participation. Through channel membership, not as status but as covenant. Through our family newsletter link in the pinned comments, not as a subscription but as a spiritual gathering point. Each act of support is not about me. It is about keeping the river of messages flowing to others who have not yet found their way here. It is about building the network of light that will reach the forgotten, the silent, the accused, the ones still on the list waiting to be freed. If you feel called, do this once and with intention, knowing that heaven sees your offering not as currency but as flame. For every soul that gives from love, heaven records it as intercession. You become part of the army of light that stands beside me. You become a voice that helps lift the next heart out of shadow. You help turn messages like this from solitary whispers into global awakenings. That is the divine purpose behind this call, and it is spoken only once because it does not need to be repeated. Those meant to respond will feel it in their bones. Now, beloved, breathe again. Feel the stillness after obedience. Can you sense how the atmosphere around you has changed? The tension that clung to your body is loosening. The heaviness behind your shoulders is releasing. That is not imagination. It is deliverance finishing its work. You are being filled with something ancient and holy, peace that passes understanding. Do not rush past it. Stay still for a moment and let it soak through you. Let the tears fall if they must. They are the last remnants of your old chains dissolving. Do you remember what it feels like to be free? Perhaps not fully yet, but you will. You will wake one morning soon and realize the fear that once controlled your decisions has no voice left. You will notice laughter returning naturally, opportunities flowing easily, people drawn to your light as if guided by unseen magnetism. You will stand in places that once rejected you and see them open like gates. That is the power of vindication. It restores not just reputation but radiance. And when that happens, remember this moment. Remember that you are not alone, that there are wings over your life even when you feel nothing. When you face uncertainty again, whisper my name, not as superstition but as remembrance. Say, Michael, I am still holding the light. And I will come not in thunder but in peace. There will be nights when the world feels too heavy again, when the old doubts knock on your door pretending to be truth. When that happens, come back to this fire. Read these words aloud and watch how your surroundings shift. I promise you they will. Because these are not merely words. They are living codes of light. Beloved, I want to thank you. Truly, deeply, tearfully thank you. For listening, for staying, for believing even when logic said not to. You have no idea how much strength your faith gives to the hosts of heaven. You have no idea how many chains have broken tonight because you chose to listen instead of flee. You are the reason I came. You are the reason I will return again when heaven allows. Know this before I go. Your story is not over. It has barely begun. The divine verdict is sealed in your favor. What was once accusation has become appointment. What was once pain has become prophecy. You are the living proof that grace still wins. And no matter how loud the storms become, remember, your name has already been removed from every false record. You are free, you are chosen, and you are covered by fire that cannot be quenched. Beloved soul, I am still here, closer than your breath, speaking through the quiet ache that trembles inside you now. Do not fear the intensity of what you feel. This fire is not to harm you, it is to purify you. You have carried so much for so long, that even heaven has grown silent, watching how heavy the human heart can become without breaking. And yet you did not break. You bent, you cried, you screamed into the void, but you did not break. That is why I, Michael, was sent again. For those who remain standing after the storm are not forgotten. They are chosen for restoration. The night that was meant to end you has instead crowned you. The very shadows that once hunted you have become witnesses to your endurance. I have seen your lonely prayers, whispered into the dark when you thought no one heard. I have seen the trembling hands that kept trying even when hope felt like fiction. I have felt the heartbeat that refused to turn bitter even after betrayal. And I tell you now, as one who has walked through the fire with you, heaven took note. Every tear you shed was not wasted. It was collected, consecrated, woven into a banner of light that now hangs over your name. The arrests that once surrounded your destiny were not punishments. They were delays meant to refine what could not be destroyed. You were never abandoned, you were being shaped. The silence you mistook for rejection was the space in which God fortified your roots. You were hidden not to be forgotten but to be preserved. And now, beloved, the hidden time ends. The unveiling begins. You have crossed from accusation into announcement. There is movement in the heavens around you now. I see scrolls unfolding. I see new assignments descending like rain. The very places where you were denied will soon call you back with reverence. Those who spoke your name with contempt will not recognize the radiance that surrounds you, for you have been transfigured by trial. What once wounded you has become the crown upon your brow. You have passed through the furnace and emerged gold. Do not let fear speak louder than faith. The transition you are entering will feel unfamiliar, for the cage has become comfortable. You have learned to live expecting disappointment, to prepare for loss, to brace for impact. But those habits belong to your old season. You cannot carry them into your new beginning. The storm has passed. The air is clearing. You are free to breathe without fear of another strike. Listen, beloved soul. What you sense inside you now, that quiet trembling, is not anxiety. It is divine awakening. It is your spirit remembering that it was never small. You were never meant to crawl through life in apology. You were created to walk as a mirror of divine radiance, to carry heaven's authority in human form. You are not unworthy of peace. You are an expression of it. You are not a mistake surviving by mercy. You are mercy incarnate. I know the wounds you still hide. I know the questions that haunt your nights. Why did I lose so much? Why did love leave? Why do I keep fighting battles I never asked for? The answers are not cruel, they are holy. You were chosen to carry the light into places that would have destroyed another. The depth of your suffering was a map of your purpose. The heartbreak you endured was not punishment. It was initiation. You were being taught compassion at a level that only pain can teach, so that when you rise, you may heal others without judgment. I have seen how your heart forgave even those who never said sorry. I have seen how you blessed the ones who cursed you, how you gave when you had nothing left to offer. Those moments rewrote eternity. You may think they went unnoticed, but heaven keeps record of every unseen kindness, every quiet act of mercy, every time you chose love over resentment. That is why your light cannot be extinguished. It was born from sacrifice. Now I must tell you what is coming. The wind will shift. The things that resisted you will begin to open. People will appear at the right time carrying what you once begged for. Opportunities will align effortlessly. You will no longer have to chase what belongs to you, for the current of divine favor has turned in your direction. What once required struggle will now flow with grace. But remember this: do not measure the new by the patterns of the old. The pain that trained you will try to warn you of joy, but it will be wrong this time. You are safe now. The war for your soul has ended. And yet, even in freedom, humility must remain your crown. For every blessing you receive is not just for you. It is for those who will meet your light later. They will find hope in your story, healing in your honesty. You were not rescued to live quietly. You were restored to become a refuge. When they come to you, those who are weary, lost, or haunted by shame, do not speak from superiority. Speak from remembrance. Tell them that you too stood on the edge of despair, that you too doubted, and yet grace still found you. That will be your ministry. That will be your legacy. There will be days ahead where you will feel waves of old emotion rising. Memories will surface. Shadows will test your peace. Do not be alarmed. It is only the remnants of the past leaving you for good. Do not cling to them out of habit. Let them pass through you like smoke through light. The old energy cannot coexist with your new identity. The more you release, the higher you will ascend. Beloved, I can feel your heart softening as you read. That softness is not weakness. It is your true strength returning. The armor you built to survive is no longer needed. Lay it down. You will not be struck again. You are guarded now by the presence of the Most High. I am stationed near you, and the radiance that surrounds you is impenetrable. No curse, no word, no malice can cross it. The fire that once consumed you now defends you. If you could see what I see, you would never doubt again. I see threads of light connecting you to blessings yet unseen. I see generations healed through your endurance. I see laughter returning to your lineage, creativity awakening in your bloodline, songs being written in your name. This is not fantasy. It is fulfillment. The promise long delayed has begun to bloom. And as I speak, heaven smiles. The courtroom of divine justice is silent now, for the verdict has been delivered. You are free. The chains have fallen. The record has been cleared. The shame has been erased. What remains is light, only light. I want you to breathe this truth in. Do not rush. Feel the weight lifting from your spirit. This is what peace feels like when it first returns. It startles you because you've forgotten its taste. But soon it will become your normal. You will wake to calm instead of dread. You will walk through your days without flinching for impact. You will learn that joy is not fragile. It is your inheritance. Beloved soul, lift your face now. The dawn that once felt delayed has arrived. You stand not beneath judgment but beneath mercy. You walk not under threat but under favor. You are no longer running, you are rising. Remember this. The light that covers you is eternal, and no shadow can reclaim what heaven has claimed. I, Michael, seal these words in flame around your destiny. Go forward, radiant one. The chains are gone, the storm is over, and the story has turned in your favor forever. Beloved soul, the heavens still tremble with the echo of your release. The moment your heart accepted light, creation itself shifted to make room for your rebirth. Even now, unseen waves ripple through time, altering the paths of those who will one day meet the radiance you now carry. You are no longer a being trapped between what was and what could be. You have become the bridge itself. You are the space where heaven and earth meet, where sorrow transforms into revelation, where endings bloom into beginnings that never fade. You have crossed an invisible threshold, and the realm of shadows can no longer claim your name. The wind that once howled against you now bends to your movement. The fire that once tested you now burns only to illuminate your steps. Do you feel how the air around you has changed? It listens differently now. It responds to you. Every breath you take sends out a command to the atmosphere to align with divine order. You have become a living decree, a moving prophecy, a pulse of God's unending intention. The trials that nearly crushed you were never meant to erase you. They were meant to reveal your architecture. What others mistook for weakness was actually blueprint. Every fall was a hidden design, a coded descent that would later allow you to climb higher than any map could measure. And now that you stand renewed, every fragment that broke off in pain has been reforged into light sharper than the sword of truth. You are not a survivor of chaos. You are its teacher. You are not the aftermath, you are the rebirth. There is something stirring beneath your ribs right now, an ancient remembering. You are beginning to feel the weight of your own wings, not the feathered ones of myth, but the unseen extensions of purpose that rise whenever love demands movement. You may not see them, but they are real. They lift you beyond the logic of circumstance. They have been unfolding quietly for years, each heartbreak a hinge, each loss a feather, until at last they are ready to bear the weight of the sky. You were always meant to fly without leaving the ground, to walk through the ordinary carrying eternity in your eyes. The light around you is growing, and with it comes clarity. People will begin to speak differently in your presence, not knowing why their tone softens, not understanding why truth flows from their lips. That is your influence. The vibration of your being corrects imbalance. It heals by existence alone. When you speak, wounds will begin to close without effort. When you listen, the silenced will remember their voice. You will move through rooms and leave peace behind you like a scent. You will not have to perform miracles. You will be one. Do not be afraid of your new visibility. The world will begin to notice you, but not because you are loud. It will notice you because the unseen has chosen to be seen through you. The light no longer hides. The days of obscurity are finished. You were not designed to disappear. You were prepared to reappear transfigured. Those who once looked through you will now see the reflection of the divine looking back. And even if they do not understand it, they will feel it, and that feeling will awaken them. I have seen this transformation unfold countless times. Yet each time it is sacred. But yours is different. Yours carries a scent of redemption that sings louder than pain. Yours has the rare beauty of patience woven into its fibers. You waited long enough for your heart to become strong enough to love without fear again. That is not a small miracle. It is one of the highest. Many seek freedom, but few wait for love to return unguarded. You did. That is why your aura glows with the color of mercy. Now the river of time flows in your favor. Where you once walked upstream, you will now glide. The doors that resisted you before will sense your arrival and open of their own accord. Your very presence will cause alignment. You will think of someone and they will call. You will dream of a place and it will manifest. You will speak peace over chaos and the storm will calm. This is not imagination. It is resonance. You have matched the frequency of divine intention, and reality must now obey the rhythm of your healed heart. There will still be shadows, but they will appear smaller than before. They have lost the authority to define you. Even your memories are being rewritten, not erased but reinterpreted. What once triggered pain will now trigger gratitude, for you will see the hidden thread of grace that ran through even your darkest nights. You will no longer say, "Why did this happen to me?" You will say, "How perfectly this shaped me." That is the language of the redeemed. The angels who walk beside me are rejoicing quietly, for they have long awaited the moment when your soul would awaken to its own magnitude. They bow to the light that you now emanate, for it mirrors the same essence that birthed them. You are not less divine because you are human. You are divine because you are human. Your fragility was the doorway through which glory entered. The cracks in your soul were not flaws, they were invitations. Through them, light poured in and made you luminous. Beloved, understand this truth. The power that now moves through you is not a gift to hoard, but a current to release. You are a river, not a reservoir. Flow freely. Forgive quickly. Bless without measure. Let your presence be gentle but firm, soft yet unshakable. Let your laughter become prophecy and your silence become sanctuary. The time for hiding your tenderness is over. The world needs the warmth you once withheld to survive. Give it now without fear of depletion. You will never run out, for you are fed by eternity. You will find that life begins to speak back to you in symbols and whispers. Feathers where none should fall, songs that play at the exact right moment, strangers who repeat words you just prayed. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that heaven walks in step with your every breath. You are not waiting for miracles anymore. You are walking among them. Every step you take is holy ground reclaiming itself. And when the night comes, do not dread its arrival. Darkness will no longer feel hostile. It will feel like rest. The stars will seem brighter because they are reflecting you. Sleep will no longer be escape. It will be communion. You will wake not in confusion but in clarity, knowing exactly what must be done, not from logic but from inner knowing. That knowing is the whisper of God living inside you. Trust it. It will never lead you astray. I am watching you now, surrounded by the quiet brilliance of fulfilled promise. The chains of yesterday lie shattered behind you, and ahead stretches an expanse of uncharted grace. Do not hurry. The journey is not a race but a revelation unfolding at the speed of love. You have entered a season where even the air conspires for your good, where every delay hides a divine synchronization, where every goodbye prepares room for arrival. Beloved soul, the heavens are still singing your name, but now it is not a cry for rescue. It is a song of remembrance. You have become who you were meant to be all along. A vessel of peace, a carrier of fire, a reflection of the infinite clothed in human form. Walk gently, for every step you take leaves footprints of light for others to follow. The storm is gone, the sentence reversed, the dawn eternal, and you, beloved, are forever free. Beloved soul, the silence around you now is not emptiness. It is sanctity. The world pauses because it senses something reborn in you, a vibration too holy for noise to touch. You have crossed through veils of shadow, through corridors of memory where echoes once accused you, and you have emerged with a heart purified by truth. The very air knows your name differently now. The trees, the wind, the light, they all turn gently toward you as if remembering a forgotten command, to serve the child of light restored. There is a stillness inside you that hums like distant thunder, calm, yet filled with power waiting to move. That is divine authority settling into its rightful vessel. For so long you thought heaven was somewhere distant, but now you begin to feel what has always been true. Heaven is a rhythm inside you, a pulse of light that never stopped beating even when you lost the will to listen. It waited for this, for the moment your spirit would be quiet enough to hear it again. The angels around me watch in reverent awe, for your transformation is not ordinary. You are not simply healed, you are remade. Your story has been rewritten in languages older than time. Where once there were wounds, there are now gateways. Through those very openings, light flows freely, touching everyone who crosses your path. People will feel something stir in them when you enter a room, something they cannot explain but will never forget. They will not know it, but what they feel is remembrance. Their souls recognizing the echo of heaven that radiates from yours. Do not fear your new magnitude. It will not isolate you, it will draw the right ones nearer. Some will drift away, yes, but not because you are unworthy. They will leave because your frequency no longer matches the patterns that once sustained their illusions. Let them go gently. They are part of your past, not your prison. Those meant to walk beside you will find their way to your light, not by search but by destiny. The path before you is self-illuminating. Every step you take births its own sunrise. You have become the fulfillment of many unspoken prayers, not just your own. Somewhere, someone has been asking for proof that grace is real, that redemption still walks among the living, and heaven chose you as the answer. You will never know how many hearts are tied to your obedience, how many lives are intertwined with your awakening. But know this: your transformation is the signal that the divine tide has turned. Where you go, healing will follow like shadow to flame. The earth itself seems to breathe differently when souls awaken. I see its sigh of relief every time one of you remembers what you are. The rivers shimmer brighter, the winds soften, the stars recalibrate their orbits. Creation was never indifferent to you. It has been waiting to rise with you. You were never meant to be a visitor here. You were meant to be its heartbeat. The dust beneath your feet recognizes your steps because it was once part of your making. You and the world are kin, both born of the same divine longing to know itself. You will notice that time begins to feel strange in this new state. Hours will pass like moments when you are aligned with purpose, and moments will stretch like eternity when your heart encounters another who carries the same spark. This is because time bends around love, cannot contain it. When your soul is fully awake, you are no longer a prisoner of clocks. You become a composer of rhythm. You will find yourself in the right place without knowing how you got there, saying the right words before you've thought them, because grace has overtaken planning. There will be nights when your spirit hums with visions. Do not fear them. The dreams you once dismissed as fantasy are messages meant to train your inner sight. You will begin to see with two kinds of eyes: the ones that navigate the visible and the ones that read the invisible. Through these inner eyes, you will witness patterns woven across lifetimes, Understand why you crossed paths with those who hurt you and feel gratitude instead of anger. This is divine comprehension, and it is the mark of the awakened. Do not look back with sorrow. What you lost was never truly yours. It was merely borrowed light meant to lead you toward the eternal flame that cannot be taken. Every ending you mourned was a doorway disguised as grief. Every silence you endured was the space where God whispered new beginnings. The pain that once carved you hollow has become the chamber where love now resonates endlessly. The same wounds that once bled despair now sing with the frequency of divine wisdom. You have not been diminished. You have been hollowed into an instrument through which heaven can speak. Listen closely, beloved. The whisper within you will grow clearer as you trust it. It will speak softly but firmly, guiding you into moments where miracles appear natural. You will walk into conversations that shift destinies. You will meet eyes that awaken forgotten courage. You will speak truths that melt walls built over generations. Your life will not shout. It will sing, and the song will heal. When storms return, as they always do in the realm of matter, you will no longer tremble. You will watch lightning strike and know it cannot burn you. You will feel the rain and know it baptizes, not breaks. You will sense the wind and hear in its howl not threat, but invitation. You will remember that storms do not come to destroy the unshakable. They come to remind it that it is unshakable. You will notice that those who once mocked your faith will begin to seek your counsel. Not out of guilt, but out of hunger. They will see that you carry something they cannot manufacture, a peace that doesn't fade. And you will not gloat, you will embrace. You will see them as reflections of who you once were, frightened, unsure, searching. You will meet their wounds with compassion, not pride. For the truly awakened carry no resentment, only remembrance. There will come a day soon when you will stand somewhere ordinary, a street corner, a field, a doorway, and suddenly realize that the light within you has made even that place holy. You will smile quietly, knowing that this is what it means to live as heaven intended, to bring the sacred into the simple. You will not need temples or rituals. Your very existence will sanctify everything you touch. Beloved, the path ahead is endless and luminous. You are not walking toward destiny, you are walking as destiny. You are not chasing purpose, you are purpose revealed. The future does not wait ahead. It unfolds beneath your feet with every act of love. Continue to move in kindness, to speak in truth, to rest in grace. The universe itself rearranges to honor the ones who remember love's language. And when you doubt again, as all souls do, do not panic. Doubt is merely the mind's shadow reacting to the brightness of revelation. Sit with it. Breathe through it. It will pass, and in its absence you will find faith deeper than before. You are safe in the unknown, because the unknown is where God whispers your next name. Beloved soul, before I continue, breathe. Just breathe and feel this moment stretch into forever. You are standing inside a sacred pause, a stillness that hums with creation's heartbeat. The air around you trembles with remembrance. It knows who you are. Every word that reaches your spirit now is not merely a message. It is an unfolding, a continuation of the miracle that began when you dared to listen instead of turning away. You were not drawn here by accident. Heaven's hand guided you through unseen pathways until the exact second when your heart was ready. And now it opens fully, glowing with recognition. I can feel the residue of all the battles you have endured. The disappointments, the weariness, the doubts that tried to convince you that faith had limits. But faith does not end, beloved. It only deepens. It transforms from fragile hope into unshakable knowing. And that knowing is what now burns within you. It is quiet, but it cannot be quenched. Every trial that once buried you has become a seed of strength. Every wound has turned into a window. Light pours through you now, not despite your pain but because of it. The divine realm looks upon you with awe. You have become a bridge between the visible and the invisible, a vessel through which heaven can move freely into the world. Even the stars align to mirror your rhythm. The constellations above have begun to shift subtly, tiny sacred movements marking the remembrance of your light. You may not see it, but creation itself adjusts to honor the awakened. There are angels gathering around you even now, not as guardians of fear, but as companions of fulfillment. They bring memories of promises you forgot you made, ancient vows spoken before time began, promises to carry light through shadow, to love in places where love was lost. You have fulfilled those promises simply by standing in faith through everything that tried to erase you. That is why you shine. That is why heaven rejoices. You may still wonder, how can something so divine care for someone as flawed as me? And I tell you, the divine does not care for perfection. It loves sincerity. Perfection is sterile. Sincerity is alive. Your honesty, your vulnerability, your tears. These are the offerings that heaven treasures most. The Father looks upon them and sees beauty greater than any crown. You have never failed Him. You have simply evolved through misunderstanding into remembrance. Now, the next chapter of your destiny begins to write itself in real time. The wind is shifting in your favor. The spiritual arrests that once surrounded your name have dissolved completely. What was once hidden beneath accusation now glows openly with divine favor. The universe is rebalancing itself to deliver what was delayed. Doors you thought sealed forever will open with no effort, and you will walk through them without fear or apology. The obstacles you faced were never barriers. They were guardians protecting you from entering before you were ready. But now you are ready. Your light is mature now, steady, rooted, radiant. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer strive, you align. What you need will find you, not because you are lucky, but because the laws of heaven recognize your frequency. You have become a living invitation for goodness to manifest. People will call it miracle after miracle, but you will know it is simply resonance. And as you move forward in this luminous awakening, I ask something of you, something pure and small but powerful beyond measure. If these words have stirred your spirit, if you can feel the holy fire alive in your chest, if you sense that heaven truly met you here, then I ask you in reverence and gratitude to like, subscribe, and comment Amen below. Not as routine but as declaration. When you type that single word, Amen, it becomes an echo in the heavens, a confirmation that you have received what was meant for you. It tells the angels that you heard, that you opened, that you accepted. Your act of faith, small as a whisper, ripples through unseen realms. Every soul that witnesses your Amen will feel a stirring, a soft voice urging them to believe again. Your courage to proclaim light publicly will awaken it in others. Do not underestimate how powerful that single gesture can be. Heaven moves through simplicity, not spectacle. The same way a seed cracks the soil, your yes will crack the silence around someone else's heart. And when you press that small gesture of agreement, when you like, when you subscribe, when you let your light say yes, you are not feeding a channel. You are feeding the current of awakening itself. You are saying, I am part of this river. Let others drink too. You are choosing to become a living link between heaven and earth, continuing the divine conversation that began in this message. Your Amen is not a word, it is a seal. It binds you to the flow of blessings that have been released tonight. Calls the angels by name. It draws the presence of peace into your home, into your body, into your future. It becomes a note in the great symphony of redemption, harmonizing with thousands of unseen voices whispering their own yes in secret. Beloved, the heavens are wide open over you now. I can see the light cascading like rain, golden and alive, washing over your memories, your fears, your regrets. Every part of you that felt too broken to be loved is being rewritten in grace. Your body may even feel lighter as you read this, because energy long trapped by sorrow is finally dissolving. The warmth in your palms, the pressure in your chest, the tears in your eyes, all of it is confirmation. You are not imagining this, you are transforming. The chains that bound your lineage end with you. The silence that haunted your family's prayers breaks with you. The blessings that were stored for generations are released through you. You are the hinge of history, the living proof that light wins. You have become what angels call a threshold soul, one whose awakening changes the course of many. So rise now, beloved, not as the person the world once knew, but as the reflection of heaven it was meant to see. Walk gently but boldly. Speak softly but with authority. Love fiercely but without fear. You are not here to survive anymore. You are here to overflow. And whenever the night feels heavy again, remember this moment. Remember the warmth in your chest, the stillness in your breath, the tears that felt like release instead of sorrow. Remember that heaven did not just speak to you, it touched you. You have been marked by light, and that mark will not fade. When dawn comes, it will find you glowing differently. You will move through your day with an invisible majesty, not the kind that demands attention, but the kind that bends the world gently toward peace. Your presence will soften tempers, heal arguments, inspire courage, and draw kindness out of strangers. You will not have to announce yourself. The divine already announces you. And so, beloved soul, as this river of words continues to flow into eternity, I bless you with peace that cannot be stolen, joy that cannot be dimmed, and strength that never needs to shout. Let your amen rise from within you, not only typed but lived. Let your spirit stay awake, for the dawn that approaches is your own reflection rising from the horizon of grace. The heavens still sing your name, and I, Michael, stand in the middle of that melody, my wings burning with reverence, whispering into the air around you. You are free, you are chosen, you are luminous, you are eternal.